Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched The Queen's Gambit on Netflix, and this was one I had heard of and I really didn't know anything about it, but it reminded me of The Queen of Katwe, if you've seen that one, which is a really great film. And one thing that I've always found fascinating is the game of chess. I don't know how to play very well, I'm really bad at it. But I like the whole idea of the strategy and the variations of moves one has on the board. And I'm not sure if it's based on a true story or not, but it is really quite exquisitely done. And like with the soundtrack of Umbrella Academy, it has a soundtrack that really brings back a lot of nostalgia feels for me, being the hipster I am. I give the film 5 stars, 2 thumbs way up, and there's no vetching, no nagging, nothing. There's nothing about the series that makes it anything that would be it's thoughtful, it's inspiring. Yes, it may be predictable in spots, but it's a very uplifting series, and I think that's what's needed right now, especially given the times we're in. But still, it's one that you can learn quite a bit about how chess is played. I still understand it, but you learn what the moves are called, and I thought, oh yeah, because I mean, I've known of it before, but it was never something I saw illustrated on an actual board. I thought, oh, that's pretty nifty. If you're a fan of things like that, then I would highly recommend it. And it's just one of those movies that you can walk away from, not movies, one of the series you can walk away from thinking, I feel like, even though I don't believe that I would do anything that monumental, I still think that I can accomplish a lot, even though it might be something small and maybe to myself what feels insignificant. But in the long run, and this is something I found out over my years growing up, but even if we perceive that we are doing something very minuscule and maybe mundane, in the long run, you don't know how many people we're going to affect. It's just like with Elizabeth's teacher when she goes to the orphanage, and he is the catalyst. He is the Chekhov's gun of the story, basically, because he teaches her how to play chess. And he takes her away from a very disturbing world, a very unsettling, unfamiliar, cold, sterile world. And he does it in this way that's very compassionate, and he does show her tough love. He gives her grit and he gives her moxie, and she picks it up. It propels her. It gives her the ability to just impress everybody, and she's a genius. Of course, for every triumph you have a tribulation or trial, and it also shows her addiction and her adoptive mother, her addiction, and there's a lot of tragedy involved in it as well. But it's also one thing that I could really relate to, me having grown up just being a misfit and having a high intellect. I mean, I'm not going to toot my own horn about it, but it's just so true. We have a hard time connecting with other people, and we don't like small talk unless it's something that we find interesting, which sounds very superior, but no, we want to socialize. We want to be normal. But this is how the world looks to us. And I think it really illustrates that extremely well. I thought, then that one part, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, but my favorite part of the series is when she's remembering times that she had with her teacher, the janitor, and he says, now you have a gift. Not paraphrasing, but you have a gift, and with every gift comes a cost. Now for you, we're not certain what that's going to be yet, but you've got to rise above that cost, and you have to make it your strength. And I thought, oh, whoa, that's heavy. And just her hearing that as a child, I wonder if she wondered how that was going to impact her later on in our development. But anyway, it resonated with me, and I found it to be extremely relatable. But I'm not going to really say this. That's kind of a spoiler. I didn't say what happened in that particular episode itself because it would reveal a lot of plot point. But other than that, I really can't say that much else about the series other than it's one of the best things I've seen on Netflix for a good long time. So if you haven't seen it, then by all means do, because it's worth it. Till next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tutti.